Hi, my name is Marta, and welcome to Daily Rhythms, a practice that enhances vitality and mobility in the body. Let's get started. Cross your legs at your ankles, sit comfortably in easy pose, and begin to just soften your gaze. Let's follow the natural rhythm and the pattern of our breath. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, filling your lungs to capacity. Hold. And then take a nice long exhale through the mouth. One more inhale. Exhale, release. I always like to start each practice with centering and calming our mind and our heart, taking ourselves away from the day-to-day activities and tapping into our natural rhythm inside. So continue to breathe with me, observing the breath. Notice where it lands. And notice if your inhales are evenly distributed with your exhales, or you're finding that your inhales are longer and your exhales shorter, or maybe it's the other way around. Ideally, we take a longer exhale to release stress and tension from the body. So let's start with an inhale of 4, hold, and then exhale with a count of 6. Inhale, hold, exhale. Again, inhale, hold, exhale. Once more, inhale, hold, and then exhale. And let's begin to create movement and rhythm from our breath to each movement that we make. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, release. Drawing your chin to the chest. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again, inhale. Exhale, release. And this time, take a nice inhale, sweep the arms up. Take your left hand and grab the right wrist, lift up, and then sway over to the left. Keep your hips rooted down to the earth and feel a nice stretch on the right side butt. And then we'll come up to center. Exhale, release. One more inhale, rise. With your right hand, grab the left wrist, lift up, and then sway this time to the left. Notice the range of motion here. And then come back to center. Allow the palms to touch, and then open wide, lifting the chest and heart, but soften the ribcage. Inhale, lift back up. And this time, slide the hands behind you, interlace the fingertips, straighten the elbows, and draw the palms down towards the mat. Let's lift the chest and the heart one more time, look up. And then exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward, arms away from the spine. Inhale, lift up. Release the hands. Place them on the thighs, and we'll start with some neck rolls next. Draw your chin to the chest, left ear to the left shoulder blade, and then take it all the way around. Take it slow. As you rotate your neck, keep your spine nice and long. Keeping your sit bones rooted onto the earth. Let's take one more complete circle. And then once you draw your chin back to your chest, switch directions, right ear, right shoulder blade. Take it around. Take it 3 times on this side. And then make your way back to center. Nice. Let's bring the elbows out and then begin to take some circular rolls here. And all the way around and back. And then we'll come all the way back to center. Taking it to the opposite side. Take our way gently back to center. Nice. And make your way from here into tabletop. Spread the fingertips nice and wide. Shoulder blades directly over the wrist. Tops of the feet flat, hips over the knees. Let's tip the pelvis forward. Inhale and look up as you create an arch in the spine. Exhale, release, round the spine and draw the chin to the chest. Inhale, look up. Tip the pelvis. Exhale, release, round the spine. Chin to the chest. Do a couple more here on your own rhythm here. If you want to sway from side to side here. And maybe you take circular motions here. Make our way back to center. Slide the right leg out, tuck the toe under, the heel behind you, and engage your muscles into the bones. Feel the contraction in the legs. Take a nice inhale, lift the right leg up, take the left arm out in an extension, sunbird pose. I like to tuck my toes under here to give me a little more stability. And let's crunch 5 times here. Right elbow, right knee, left elbow. 1, 2, 3,
On the last one, keep the leg and the arm extended. And then we'll slide the left hand down, take the right leg all the way over to the left. Look behind the left shoulder blade. And then make your way back to center. Let's switch sides. Extend the left leg out, tuck the toe under. Hug the muscles into the bone, contracting. And then on your next inhale, lift the leg up, extend the right arm out. Let's take a crunch here, right elbow, left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the leg and the arm extended. Then slide the right hand down, take the left leg this time over to the right, looking behind the right shoulder blade. Nice breath. Make your way back to tabletop. Bring your hands, one hand print closer to the top of the mat as we make our way to downward facing dog, tucking the toes under. We'll lift the knees off the mat and slip the hips up and back, down dog. Keep the armpits lifted, but soften the rib cage. We can begin to pedal our knees, walk the dog here. Keep breathing. Both heels down towards the mat. And then gently walk, step, or hop all the way to the top of the mat, keeping the feet hip width apart. Relax into Uttanasana, standing forward. From here, we can grab opposite elbows, shake the head yes, and then no. And then we'll settle our hands back down to the earth. Inhale, rise and lift up halfway. Beautiful, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower, fingertips back down to the mat. From here, send the hands to the hips, draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and on your next inhale, rise up. Sweep the arms up overhead, palms touch. Hands to your heart. Let's take a couple of sun salutations here. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, release. Walk, step, or hop to your plank, shoulder blades over the wrist, tuck the belly in. 3 breaths. Come down to our knees, bend the elbows, chest, chin, scoop up to cobra. And then make your way back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. And then we'll walk, step, or hop all the way to the top. Lifting halfway. And exhale, lower fingertips to the earth. Hands to your hips, draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms all the way up. This time, grab the left wrist, take the right leg behind like a kickstand. Let's sway to the left. Back to center, switch sides. Left leg behind in a kickstand, sway to the right. And then make your way back, open wide. Lift your chest and heart, soften the rib cage. Hands to your heart. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, release, walk, step, or hop to plank. Shoulder blades over the wrist, belly tucks in. Take it down your way. Lift up to cobra. Let's settle here in cobra for a moment. Spread the legs out as wide as the mat and then look behind the left shoulder blade. Come back to center. Take to the right. Back to center and then make your way to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg up. And then bring it through knee to the nose. Bring the feet in between the hands. Lower the left knee, coming into a low lunge, Anjalayasana. We'll sweep the arms up overhead. And then from here, take the hands behind you. Interlace the fingertips. Lifting the chest and the heart, soften the rib cage. And then fold forward. Exhale, release. Release your hand, bring the left hand next to the right foot, right hand on the knee, and turn the torso to the right knee, extending the right arm straight up. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, step back to downward facing dog. Stay here in downward facing dog, or if you'd like to take a vinyasa flow, come on over to plank and lower down your way. Make your way back to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, switching side. Bring the knee to the nose and bring the left foot forward, dropping the right, Anjalayasana on the left side. Oops. And sweep the arms up overhead. Follow your breath. We'll send our hands behind us one more time. Lift the chest, soften the rib cage, look up. And exhale, fall forward. Release the right hand next to the left foot, left hand on the knee. Turn your torso towards the left thigh and extend the left arm straight up. Beautiful twist. Cartwheel the left hand down to the mat. This time take the right foot to join the left at the top of the mat, Uttanasana. And from here, bend the knees. Let's make our way into chair. Sink the hips low as if you're sitting in a chair, arms overhead, or place them at your heart center, pressing the palms together, elbows out. The action is to send the thighs and the hips back as you lower down. Let's add a twist here, left elbow, right knee. Allowing for the twist in the torso. Lift back up. Sink back down and switch sides, right elbow, left knee. Exhale, release back to Uttanasana. And on your next inhale, send the hands to the hips, draw the shoulder blades towards one another. Inhale and rise, arms up overhead. Exhale, release. Here we'll step the left leg back, making your way directly into warrior two. Keep the right foot parallel, or excuse me, pointing to the top of the right foot. Left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Send the hips in the back plane of the body and extend the arms out. Warrior two. Look out at your right fingertips. Right knee is over the ankle. Settle the feet. Engaging the muscles by hugging them into the bone. From the feet all the way to the pelvis. And then extend back down to the feet. From here, we'll straighten the right leg, palms up. Look up. Exhale back to warrior two. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Send the left hand down, the thigh right palm up. Take it back to reverse warrior, keeping a bend in the right knee. The right arm is extended over your head. Nice stretch here on the right side body. And then we'll take our right forearm and place it on the thigh. Extend the right fingertips out like you have a platter on your hand. Left hand on the hip. Send the hips to the back plane of the body and extend the left arm overhead. Side angle stretch. And then make your way back to warrior two. Let's take a tricep stretch here. Bend the right elbow. Take the left hand, grabbing the right elbow and stretch. And from here, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, to the inside of the right foot. Send the hips back, coming into downward facing dog lunge. The right knee stays bent. You can place both hands flat on the mat or tense your fingers. And if you need blocks, that's fine. Keep the spine nice and long. And then exhale, release, bend the elbows, lower the head. Inhale, rise, halfway lift. Keep engaging the legs, rooting down into the earth. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. And then straighten the right leg. Bring the right hand behind the right foot. Left hand onto the hip. Twist the torso up, coming into Trikonasana, triangle. Your gaze can be at your toes. Maybe you'll look out to the horizon or gaze up towards your fingertips to the sky. From here, we'll take a bend in the right knee. Make your way back to warrior two. And instead of taking a flow, we'll just switch to the opposite side. So straighten the right leg, pivot the right foot in, left foot out, warrior two on the left side. Again, settle the feet. Contract and hug your muscles into the bone. And then release down from the pelvis all the way back down to the earth. And then extend up through the pelvis to your fingertips. And then exhale, release back down. One more inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Again. Exhale, release. Right hand on the right side, left palm up, reverse warrior. Left forearm on the thigh, hold your platter. Right hand on the hips, send the hips back and extend the right arm over your head. Beautiful. Inhale, rise. Staying in warrior two. Let's take our tricep stretch here. Left hand behind the back, right arm over the head. Grab the left elbow. And release the hands, bring them down to the mat. Downward facing dog lunge. Send the hips to the back plane of the body. Elbows out, release the head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. From here, we'll straighten the left leg, walk the hands behind the left foot, right hand on the hip, turn the torso to the right, extending the right arm up, Trikonasana on the left side. Keep breathing. Check your gaze for what feels best. And we'll take a bend in the left knee, make your way back to warrior two. From here, send the hands to the hips, straighten the left leg, pivot the left foot in. Begin to just pivot the feet closer together, but still keep them wider than hip width apart. Send the toes out, heels towards one another, hands to the heart, kind of goddess pose from here. Sink nice and low. Rocking from side to side. And then inhale, lift all the way up. Pivot the feet in a little bit closer. And then sink into garland pose, Malasana. If you want, you can extend the left arm down and the right arm up. Take an extra wrap. And we'll take it to the opposite side. Right hand down, left arm up. Stay here or take your wrap. Gently release the hands. Keep them behind your bum. Coming down to the mat. Extend the legs out. And we'll come into a nice seated forward fold. Let's take our hands behind us, lift the hips off the mat and tip the pelvis forward like you're emptying of water from your pelvic bowl. We'll sweep the arms up overhead, exhale, hinging and the hips come forward. Paschimottanasana. You're gonna walk the hands up the legs. Bend your knees. Take your back, draw your knees into your chest. Let's make our way into happy baby before we come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. You can rock from side to side here if that feels good. Or stay in stillness. And here we'll draw our feet together. Slide the hands below the knees, lift up for one final crunch. Forehead to the knees, and then extend the legs out all the way to the width of the mat, arms out and away from your spine, your rib cage. As you make your way to your final resting pose, Shavasana. Allow your body to unwind here. Feel the beautiful effects of your practice. As long as you like here in Shavasana, if you're ready to end practice, begin to wiggle your toes and your fingertips, roll your knees into your chest, and roll to one side. Settle here. Before making your way all the way up to seated. This is where we go into our practice. Place your hands at your heart center and bow your head. Let's rub our hands together, creating heat, energy, beautiful friction of life. Then release that out. Look up. And don't forget to draw some back into your heart where your light resides. And namaste.